Hi. So if you follow my Instagram, or if you follow my Twitter, or if you've seen my recent YouTube community post, you would know that in the past 5 days, I've broken my finger and I had an allergic reaction to almonds that was so severe, I almost died. This all started on Saturday when I was playing some basketball with my girlfriend, very casually, just shooting around. This is probably the fourth time I played basketball this year. And I went up for a rebound and it hit my left ring finger kind of awkwardly. It felt like I had just jammed it. So we stopped playing, we went home, I immediately iced it. And, I was thinking, I probably just jammed it. I'll probably not be able to play for a couple days. I even tweeted that I think I'll be fine. I'll probably be able to play in a couple days. I was wrong. On Sunday, I went to go get an x-ray and they confirmed, I'll put the x-ray up on screen, that my finger is actually broken. I immediately started crying because this has been one of my biggest fears. I've always been so paranoid that I'm going to mess up my hands, break a finger, break my wrist or whatever, and I'm not going to be able to play piano and I'm not going to be able to do my job. So just breaking my finger was enough to have me concerned. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to play with my left hand at all. I was thinking I would maybe only be able to use my right hand, and I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. Thankfully, I went to an orthopedics doctor and I went to a hand therapist, and the hand therapist got me 3 custom fitted splits that are molded to my fingers. So they fit very comfortably and they also give me a ton of mobility. I've spoken to numerous doctors and they've all said it's completely okay to use my other fingers to play piano, and that it's actually encouraged to have movement with these fingers, because when I don't move them, they actually get pretty stiff. So it's actually good to play piano. But my playing is still very limited. There's certain things that I used to be able to do that I can't do at the moment because my finger is broken. They said that I'm going to have to wear the splint for 6 weeks, and then once I take it off, it's going to be sore, so I'll gradually have to get back into playing piano with this finger. But in the end, I know it's going to be okay. And I almost saw this as a unique opportunity to overcome an obstacle. And since I have a platform and an audience, I saw it as an awesome opportunity to show you guys that I'm not going to let this get me down. But it didn't stop there. So just 3 days later on Tuesday, I was snacking on some salt and vinegar almonds. And I've eaten almonds before throughout my life, but I would only eat 1 or 2 at a time because I'm just not too crazy about almonds. But these almonds were salt and vinegar almonds. And I love salt and vinegar anything. Salt and vinegar chips, you name it, I'll eat it. So I was snacking on the salt and vinegar almonds while I was talking to a friend. And after about 30 minutes of eating them, my face started to feel tingly and itchy. And this actually does happen when I don't shave for a few days for whatever reason. My face will get itchy. So I thought maybe I just needed to shave. I even made a joke to the person I was talking to saying something like, I must be allergic to almonds because my face is really itchy. So I go take a shower and I start shaving my face thinking that that's going to fix the issue. But my girlfriend walks in and she looked extremely concerned. And this was because I started turning red all over my body, and the itchiness wasn't contained to my face anymore. I was itchy everywhere. My girlfriend was concerned immediately, and I was in denial because the odds of me breaking my finger 3 days ago and then having a severe reaction to almonds, something I've eaten before in the past, I just didn't want to believe that this was true. But thankfully, my amazing girlfriend took the situation seriously from the beginning, and she told me we need to go to the emergency room. And thankfully, I listened. As we were driving there, my face started swelling up. My cheeks got big. My eyes were so swollen that I could barely even keep them open. My lips started tingling. My throat was even starting to swell up. My tongue was starting to swell up. We get to the emergency room. Breathing was continuously getting more difficult. And it had never felt so difficult to simply just stay alive. When I was in the emergency room, all I focused on was my breathing. I didn't think about possible outcomes. I just focused on staying calm as much as I could. And I was just trying to stay alive. The symptoms were getting worse rapidly. My skin was so red, and at one point my nasal passage was completely blocked off, and I could only breathe through my mouth, which was already very difficult because my throat was swelling up as well. Thankfully, they shot me up with Benadryl, steroids. They gave me a breathing tube. They gave me other drugs. All these things fixed all the problems immediately, and I was very grateful. They told me to wait in the waiting room just to make sure that the symptoms were continuing to go away. So I waited in the waiting room for an hour, and everything was gradually getting a little bit better. My eyes were still extremely swollen, and I still had a pretty bad rash, but things were definitely getting better. After an hour of waiting, they called me up again just to check up on me, and they confirmed that everything was going to be okay. But I asked the doctor what would have happened if we didn't come in when we did, and if we would have waited. What could have possibly happened? And she said because of how rapidly the swelling was increasing, she said eventually my throat would swell up to the point where I couldn't breathe anymore. I'm just so grateful that my girlfriend was taking this seriously from the very beginning, and I'm so glad I listened to her. I think it's really important when you have a chain of bad events happen to you in your life. It's very easy to say, oh man, I can't catch a break, or nothing's going my way. But something my good friend Frank has always said is bad things are always going to happen, but it just depends on how you react to them. And breaking my finger and almost dying from a severe allergic reaction, it really taught me to be appreciative of what I have and just to simply be alive. It's amazing when you have so many problems on your plate that are related to work or school, but the second your health is at stake and your life is at stake, none of that even matters anymore. All that matters is your health. And this has made me realize how crucial and important your health is. And me breaking my finger has made me so appreciative of being able to play piano with 10 fingers. And because I have an audience, I have this opportunity to show you guys that I can and will rebound from this stronger than ever before. I feel extremely motivated. I feel extremely grateful to even be alive. And honestly, I'm grateful to have the audience that I have. You guys showed so much support that it actually brought me to tears. To see so many people come together and show support for me, it means everything to me. And I almost feel like this has brought me closer to you guys. The past few days has been, without a doubt, the hardest few days of my entire life, but I also look at them as the most important days of my life. I've learned what really matters in life. And it's also showed me how passionate I am about piano and making music and trying to make people happy through music. And I'm just very lucky to be where I am. And I want to thank all of you watching for supporting me for so long. I want to assure all of you that I am going to take this very seriously. We're going to a doctor tomorrow to get an EpiPen, and I'm going to carry that around with me everywhere I go, just in case I ever get another severe allergic reaction. I'm also going to go to the doctor to find out what I'm allergic to so I can be sure to avoid anything that would cause any sort of allergic reactions. I'm also going to be making sure I get plenty of sleep each night, and that I also take care of my fingers. And my doctor has also given me a bunch of different finger exercises I can do to help speed up the recovery and make sure everything goes okay. Again, I just want to say thank you to my girlfriend for saving my life. And thank you to my audience for showing more support than I could ever imagine. This week has been tough, but it's not going to slow me down. I've been reading so many of your comments. There's been genuinely so many hilarious jokes about No Nut November and other things. And honestly, they just made my day and they made me smile and laugh. And I'm just so grateful to have the audience that I have. Thank you for sticking by me and supporting me even when I'm going through tough times. I really don't know what I would do without this job. I don't know what I would do without piano. I don't know what I would do without my girlfriend, my family. I have so much in my life to be grateful for that I'm not going to let these two unlucky events bring me down in any way. I'm actually really excited to see what challenges the broken finger brings to me. I think it's a very unique opportunity to do something very creative and innovative, and I'm excited. And I may have almost died this week, but it showed me what truly matters in life. Prioritizing your health And having healthy relationships and friends and family can potentially save your life. I can't stress enough how important this is. I know this video is very different from what you normally see on this channel, but I really wanted to share this experience with you guys because it has probably been the best learning experience of my entire life. And I'm grateful that I made it out alive. Thank you guys for watching, and please know that I will be taking care of myself. I will make sure I get plenty of water, plenty of sleep, and I'm gonna kick some ass. I'm gonna go on Omegle and I'm gonna play piano with a broken finger and get some reactions, and I'm gonna keep working, and I'm gonna take care of my health, and I'm gonna live. And that's the most important thing. Thank you for watching. Peace, guys.